Tim Collins with Coleman today. I'm out with Corey Harbison, Alabama House Representative for District 12. Corey, I understand that you have some new legislation that you're going to be putting into the upcoming special session. What is it, and can you tell us about it?
Absolutely. Tim, thank you for the opportunity to meet. I appreciate being able to get the word out there. I want to receive some feedback and see how the people feel about this. Over the past few years, there's been a lot of talk of a restructure of the Coleman County Commission. Currently, we have two associate commissioners that serve in place one and place two, but they all are elected by every citizen of the county at large. And we have one chairman, and those associate commissioners and the chairman are staggered, and they're elected every 2 years. The current salary for the chairman is roughly $65,000 a year, and the associate commissioners make roughly $48,000 a year. What I'm proposing would be a restructure of the Coleman County Commission. It basically leaves the chairman alone as is. He'll serve a 4-year term, but a restructure of the associate commissioners to take it from 2 commissioners to 4 commissioners. And I think that this is going to be better for the people of Coleman County, because as our county grows, it becomes harder and harder for these commissioners to keep in touch with the people that they represent, the people that they serve. The county is a large area, and as they get out and they try to travel the roads and go behind the workers and make sure that what they are being told to do is being done, it's a hard task. I feel the people will receive better representation if we break the county into 4 districts and elect our commissioners by district.
So, Corey, are you telling me that you're proposing that we go from 2 county commissioners and a chairman to a chairman with 4 county commissioners, and instead of 2 commissioners roaming around the entire county, each new commissioner has their own territory, so to speak?
That is what my bill will do. And, basically, it's broke down, and you have an associate commissioner from the east side, and you have an associate commissioner from the west side. So they have official titles, but they're elected at large, so they have to worry about catering to everybody. And not saying that they shouldn't try to do what the majority of the county wants to do, but people within their district could receive better representation if that commissioner is not having to worry about 70,000 people and could maybe worry about 20,000 that would be in their district.
Well, you mentioned some salaries a moment ago. It sounds like by adding 2 people, this is going to get expensive.
It does, and I am the last person that wants to impose unfunded mandates on the county. We're strapped for money. Roads are in bad shape, and I'm not saying this criticizing the guys, because they'll tell you that too. And let me say this legislation has nothing to do with our current commission or the job that they do, because I think that they do an outstanding job, and I've supported them, and I stand behind them. I think that this is just going to be better in the future for Coleman County. But what I've done in this legislation is it would drop the salary from the $48,000 to $20,000, but then you become a part-time commissioner, and this would allow someone who may be a businessman that owns a business to that would serve the county great, that just doesn't have the time right now to do it with the full-time status, to maybe serve and still run his business, or a professional that can't afford to quit their job to go and work for $45,000 to $48,000 a year, and then take a chance of getting beat in 4 years. With this part-time status and the shrinking of the district sizes, I think this kind of opens the door for a unique field of candidates to run for these positions.
Well, it sounds like you're just spreading the workload out and isolating each new commissioner in areas that they can focus on and really help the citizens in that area. Is that pretty much it?
That is correct, and I think that nobody knows their hometown like somebody that's lived there for a while, you know. And so with these guys representing their districts, they're going to know the people. They're going to go to the events. They're going to know the roads. They're going to know the area better.
That makes complete sense. So if I heard what you're saying correctly, you're taking the two commissioners we have now at roughly $50,000 a year, and just taking those funds and dispersing it out across four, so there's really not a net increase in cost to the county,
There is
right?
no increase in the cost of the county. There's probably actually going to be a savings because currently the associate commissioners do receive health insurance, and I've calculated it's going to be roughly a $20,000 a year savings for the county if this passes with part-time commissioners.
I read in the proposed legislation that you've even taken it down to itemizing travel expenses, and you've got it down to almost to the last penny, correct?
Absolutely. This calls for the associate commissioners for their reimbursement for travel within the county to turn in itemized mileage sheets, dates, times, and where they travel to, instead of being issued a county vehicle. And as I said, nothing against these guys. I don't think that they abuse it, but I think that this is for better accountability. That's open records to the public. You know, I think it's going to be better.
Corey, I did a little research this afternoon. I'm sure you know this, but I did not. Coleman County currently is one of a handful of counties in the entire state that run 3 commissioners. Most other counties have 5 and 7. So you're taking something we've done in this county for decades and taking it someplace else. That seems a little radical somehow. Is that the wrong word or what?
Well, you know, it is a change. I would not say it's radical because I think it's a good change. But Coleman is one of the only 3 counties, and the other 2 is Winston County, which has a population that's a lot less than Coleman County, and then we have Mobile County. And Mobile is unique because a lot of Mobile is incorporated into city limits, and so they have a city council and a mayor, and these commissioners, they really, although they are part of that county, the commissioners, they're not, you know, the municipalities handle the roads and the infrastructure and everything within the incorporated area. So the commissioner's task in a municipality is much smaller than it would be in an unincorporated area.